Okay, what's up, fellas? Um, Racking my brain here, man. Racking my brain trying to figure out these last couple playoff runs. First off, thank you. It was a great year. Playoffs are starting this week or next week. This last week of regular season, week 13. We had a great season. No problems. Nobody bitching and moaning. Everything went nice and smooth. It's perfect the way we want it. Let's do that every season. Um, First things first, let me go over a couple things with you that we're gonna. This fucking things bother me. That we're gonna go over. Okay, so ad drops. This is your last week. If you're not gonna make the playoffs, if you think you're not gonna make the playoffs, this is your last week to do ad drops. Okay, once Tuesday morning comes, I'm wiping them clean, and we're putting on one. Remember, we get one ad drop for playoffs. The only way you're gonna get a second is if the guy you picked up the first pick is out for the season or out, we'll give you another one. So remember, if you think you're going to be out of the playoffs and if you don't think you're going to make it and you have some ad drops to use them this week because once this week is over, that's it. Once your ad drops, once you're in the playoffs and you use your ad drop, that's it. If you don't use it, you don't get to use it again. I'll wipe that clean once that week is over. So once you're out, you're out. You can't do no moves. We know that already, but some of you are kind of retarded, so I got to do that again. All right. As far as the tiebreakers go, I know Joe called me yesterday. Well, Joe texted me yesterday, and I told him the wrong info. I went to look it up. Here's the info on the tiebreakers. We did this last couple of years, and every year I get confused with it, but it is obviously best record first, then it's head-to-head, then it's the head-to-head differential in the game. So if you guys both tie, if you both are 1-1, which a lot of you people are, unfortunately, then it's going to go differential between the games. The point differential between the games. After that, if that's tied, which let's fucking hope it's not. But if it is, we're going to do total points for, total games against. Then we do coin flip. If it gets past all that, we're going to coin flip, and that's going to be the end of it. So, again, best record, head-to-head, point differential head-to-head, total points for, total points against, coin flip. Let's hope we don't get the coin flip. All right, real quick, we'll go over the playoff picture. In the North, Dirty Devils, first place, 10-2, they're in. Mighty Dolphins, 8-4, they're in. Steve, 3-9, he's out. Now, Mean Machine, Deflate Gators, and Exiles. Exiles 4-8, other two guys are 5-7. Now, there's a scenario where every one of them could be in and every one of them could be out. They're all pretty much 1-1 against each other. Some people some people are 50 points ahead in the differential between the others. Joe would have to win. The other two would have to lose to make that scenario happen. If Joe loses, game's over. Those four make it. If Joe wins and the other two lose, now we got to go points, and now it's going to be a clusterfuck. But not as big as a clusterfuck as the South, because the South is crazy. So Vince, 9-3, first place, he's in. Myself, 7-5, I'm in. Now, Dave is 6-6. The rest of the division, Preet, Ray, and Daniele are all 5-7. Now, as far as tiebreakers go, it looks like Daniele needs some work to get in. There's still a chance he can get in, but he's going to need some work. Ray owns a tiebreaker over Preet with the points. Preet owns it over Dave and Anthony. Dave went sitting at 6-6. If things work out the way they work out, he can actually be out. So it's too much. I'd be here for a half an hour explaining the tiebreakers in our division. 6-6, 5-7, 5-7, 5-7 is crazy as far as the tiebreakers go. So, like I say, on the downside, it looks like Anthony maybe. Things work out for him. I hope he makes the playoffs. I hope they all make the playoffs. But it looks like he might be definitely the guy out right now as far as tiebreakers go, but not absolutely, because there's a chance he can get in. And everybody else is the same way. So it's too much to explain. It's too much to go over. And we'd be in this video for an hour and a half. Again, 4 teams definitely in. Dirty, Tory, Vince, myself, definitely in. The rest of the teams, except for Steve, gonna see how it plays out. So we'll go with that. Points for are all pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close as far as points for too. So I mean, it shouldn't get past points for because I mean that's crazy. But anyways, I just want to go over that. Make sure you do those ad drops if you think you're going to be out, if you have some to use, if you want to use them. Playoffs come, you get one. Only way you get two is if the guy gets hurt that you picked up in week 1. All right? Everything else is going to be great. I'm going to post this today. Take a look at it. Call me if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. All right? Goodbye.